Formula 1 engineers once built cars with 6 wheels that should have not existed. But they also had vacuum fans and wings taller than a human. Some of these cars were so crazy, they got banned forever. Today, I'll show you the strangest, smartest, and wildest F1 cars in history. And trust me, you will not believe number 3. Visualize. A car with 6 wheels. Back in the day in 1976, the season when Niki Lauda and James Hunt had their title-deciding title with the big crash in Milkenberg because of a little steering failure in the movie called Rush. The reason why engineers did this is because they came up with the formula, more wheels equals more grip. And they also wanted less air resistance. And the formula that they came up with is more tires touching the ground equals more cornering power. That's why you should never have 10 wheels on your car. And guess what? The crazy idea worked. But later on, cars were just too faster, plus also teams couldn't get their hands on special tires anymore, so the project died down. And this next car is inspired off those little jet cars that go really fast. The Brabham BT46B. Imagine a Formula 1 car with a fan on the back, inspired, which I already said, from those little jet cars that have fans on the back and they go really fast. This car had a giant fan on the back. Not for cooling, for suction. It literally sucked to the ground like a vacuum cleaner on a carpet. I don't know why a vacuum cleaner doesn't suck as much on flat full. Oh, I know why, because it's more rough and more air gets through. Downforce went crazy. The Brabham driver said it was like driving on glue. Pretty much expected, right? And it actually won its first race. And then it got banned immediately. It was just too fast and too unfair. I would call it too awesome. Just a little humor. Visualize. Tall wings on thin sticks. Back in the old days, F1 cars had wings mounted on tiny poles. They looked so tall that it looked like an airplane on wheels. But technically, airplanes do have wheels. Landing gear. Problem? It kept on breaking. Wings snapped off. Cars flew. I guess they technically are an airplane on wheels. Too dangerous. Formula 1 said, safety first. Except their efforts wasn't really as good to save Ayrton Senna. Seriously, he lost the vote by whoop. Anyways, the most famous car with a double wing technique is, I'll give you a hint, a McLaren. One of its sponsors was Merbaloo, and the year was around the 1980s. A McLaren car from the 1980s. Are you gonna answer? Anyways, the car that I'm talking about is Alan Prost's and Ayrton Senna's. And no, I don't like Alan Prost that much as Ayrton Senna. So, Ayrton Senna, born in 1960, I don't know how he died at 30 years old and died in 1994, joined Formula 1 in 1984. And their car had those double wing techniques. Car number 4, the smallest Formula 1 car. Picture a tiny cartoon Formula 1 car. Some teams tried to make cars small. Really small. Why? Less rate, more speed, and less drag. But tiny cars had problems. Overheating and stability. For example, a Hot Wheels is way too small to be in Formula 1. Even this thing, which is like 5 times literally bigger than a Hot Wheel. And also, drivers felt like sardines. Plus also, the engines keep on turning off. Basically, some F1 steering wheels have over 20 buttons. Modernly, they almost all have 22 buttons. Some drivers lose up to 3 kilograms of sweat a race. And in Singapore, that number is nearly doubled. Yes, 5 kilograms of sweat. F1 brakes can blow at up to 1,000 Celsius. Thank God they're carbon fiber, not metal. Other cars had no power steering, which basically meant if you don't know how to control them properly. Commentator Chris, please subscribe. It'll really help with my channel. I'm about to hit the DRS zone,